I would like to share with you about my recent experience dealing with grief. The dictionary defines grief as deep mental anguish, as that arising from bereavement. On New Year's Day, 2009, my husband and I had to euthanize, or put down, our beloved 12-year-old dog named Winter. You may not understand our level of grief because to you this is just an animal. But we were not sure if we even wanted to have children because of our careers. We got our puppy right after we got married, and she became our first child. In fact, she helped stir the desire for children in our hearts. For 6 years, Winter and I went everywhere together. We loved her insanely, and some could not understand us. Winter had a pancreatic attack at the age of 3 years old from the drug prednisone, which ultimately led to many different health issues as she aged. The day we had to let her go was the worst day of my life so far. She was in a lot of pain, and we knew it was time. We even buried her lifeless body in our backyard. Let me tell you, I never, ever thought I would stop crying. My young children kept asking me why I was crying so much, and I had to say, because of Winter. We did not leave the house for 1 full week either, because I did not feel like going anywhere or doing anything. If I did not have children, I probably would not have left my bed. The pain from losing something you love so intensely is indescribable. A Christian leader once told me that true love has true pain. If you have never loved an animal before, then you cannot understand the pain from losing it. It is, as they say, that you cannot understand someone else unless you have walked in their moccasins. The day after she died, I tried to watch something funny when everyone else was in bed. I had heard this helps, but it did not help me. Nothing was funny, and I did not feel like laughing. The pain was so intense that I wondered how I could possibly stop the pain and tears. As I cried and cried, I sensed the Holy Spirit leading me to my Bible. So I did. I immediately opened it up to a devotional called Comfort in Bereavement, which led me to Psalm 116. Parts of it read, "The cords of death entangled me. The anguish of the grave came upon me. I was overcome by trouble and sorrow. Then I called in the name of the Lord. O Lord, save me. The Lord is gracious and righteous. Our God is full of compassion. For you, O Lord, have delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, my feet from stumbling." God told me to pray this prayer, and so I did. I begged him to save me from my pain and anguish. I cried and cried for the Lord to save me from my grief because it hurt so much. Miraculously, he started to comfort me. I also felt the power of prayer from those who knew about Winter's death. God also reminded me of her poor quality of life at the end, for which I was in denial. I cried this prayer for 1 solid week, and he always comforted me. He understood my pain. I was tempted to turn to other things to deal with my grief, to numb the pain. It is as if you had a wound and you just want some morphine to help numb the pain. Some people might turn to alcohol, drugs, busyness, work, films and television, immorality. But these things only mask the pain. Some think that time heals all wounds, but that is not necessarily true, as I've seen many embittered and angry people. Go to God when you are crying alone and give him your pain. True healing only comes from the Lord. I still have waves of sadness, but they are not as deep anymore. I actually always feel sad underneath right now, because a piece of me has died. But I just keep turning to the Lord and asking Him to save me from my sorrow and pain. God is the source of my comfort and strength. So please go to Him if you are also grieving. May God bless you.